Hello there, I'm Alger Hill, and welcome back to some HOI4 Kaiserreich playing the combined Cindies, disgusting Cindies. And we're going to be surviving the Civil War. It's 15th of March 1937, and the Union State is broken up, and the USA is here. And I got a little bit of flack in the first video because I did not, in fact, hamper myself by deleting all my units and destroying all my factories. But that's because I'm not a piece of shit. That's right. That's why I didn't do that. So we're going to be grabbing some technology around here. Let's take a look what we can get. We can obviously get none of this, none of this, and none of this, and none of that, and none of this. This is very sad. This is terrible. Doctrines are already doing that. Planes, there's no chance we're going to get planes. Let's get tanks. Why not? There's no real use for that. So we need to consider our front line. There's obviously going to be some pushing in the middle central area. We also need pushing to the northeast before, ideally, I do believe that the northeast can actually break out on its own. So we ideally don't really want that. So we're going to need multiple front lines in this area. So we do have a really nice little section here that allows us, well, group of soldiers here that's going to allow us to really spicily get a front line together. Let's get 19 divisions over here. And unfortunately, they're the General Defense Union, the GDU Brigade. And these are freaking terrible. Like, they are really, really bad. Like, these are not good. These are not good troops. They're not good. We're going to be out of equipment very quickly. Like, we don't even have infantry, so we actually don't need this artillery. So let's just keep trying to get some infantry together. We got these 19 troops. Let's put them on this front line, but we're not actually gonna, like, move them all over because I don't care about everything. So we're just gonna go, like, here to try to get some kind of border control. There we go. So that should literally just be one guy. Let's take a look at our field marshals. We've got charismatic recovery rate bonuses and own combat width. Cool, that's great and all, but I don't need that just yet. And I only have a general's worth. Probably trickster for reconnaissance bonus would be good, but river attack is probably going to be better because there's a lot of rivers here. So we're going to put Joseph Byrle on this. There's also cannon for out of supply. Yeah, I think we should maybe go cannon for the out of supply bonuses for now, and then we can kind of consider that later. We'll put a front line, but it doesn't really matter because we are actually going to be manually controlling these units. Okay, so next up, we're going to want to maybe get some troops on this line to try and take this territory, and then we're going to put some guys over here to take this area. Again, it's perfectly 19, which is gorgeous, and we're going to give division recovery rate because these guys are going to be the majority of the push. And again, it doesn't really matter in terms of where I put them. Like, sorry, in terms of the front line, because I'm going to be doing this manually. Alongside that, we're going to have 7 divisions here, which we will put on here, and make a small line like that, but I will actually put 1 division here as a bonus division, and he will be Trickster. He's going to be, right, okay, no, he's not. He's, okay. Cool. Let's go. Do we have any planes? No, of course we don't. Oh, we do actually have 50 tactical bombers, so that's useless for me. Great. Let's do it. Let's see what happens, shall we? Okay, you are not positioning fast enough, so that's not good. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to manually go around and make sure that everyone who is going places repositions fast. So the AI has already decided where it wants to go. So I'm just going to fast reposition people. And that way they will actually do it smart. Is there a way I can just make them all go at the same time? No, apparently not. The Commune of France has sent us volunteers and equipment, giving us 100,000... Oh, you baby. Okay, that doesn't actually help, but whatever. It doesn't actually give us equipment, so they just send us manpower, but nothing else. That's fine. Okay, so we're just going to make sure that everybody who is going somewhere has been given fast deployment orders, and that way we can do it very fast. I wish there was a way I could just manually do this. Automatically do this, and just send everybody at once to go reposition, but it turns out that you can't. And if you can and I'm an idiot, please let me know in the comments, and make sure you go hashtag what the hell Aldra, or hashtag Aldra is an idiot, because this is Twitter, right? It's not Twitter. Okay, we can take these guys here. We don't want to reposition him, so that's fine. We don't actually need to reposition any of these guys, so that's fine, because they are actually going to be fine and fast enough. We're going to see these guys in automatic, but I'm actually going to manually control literally everybody here, so it doesn't actually matter. And I do actually have 4 divisions here, so I'm not really sure why I haven't put them on this front line. Let's put them on this line here. See where they go. Hey, look at that, they're automatically repositioning. Good. Okay, so let's get these guys up through Boston, see what happens. You guys really need to reposition faster. Thank you very much. Get him here, get you there. Good. We may as well try and grab literally every ounce of territory that is possible. Like, there's no reason not to grab every inch of territory that is available to me, because the AI appears to have abandoned their front lines, which is fine by me. So anything that is available to be grabbed, I would like to grab it. Tell you what, I am actually just going to delete this front line now, because I really just did that because I wanted to see where they would go and I could auto put them there. So let's get rid of this, because their front lines are just bad. I don't want them to auto position. So I will do this myself. Ah! Send volunteers. Yes, please. Thank you very much, Francie France. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's actually an infantry unit here, so we're going to put him here. Emigrants. Some of the elites and upper class of the Great Lakes left their homes and took their families across the border to Canada, so we can close the Ambassador Bridge and patrol the Detroit River, and Canada hates us, and lose 10,000 manpower, or let the pitiful, isolated individuals go where they belong, and lose 10,000 manpower, but domestic of Canada opinion bonus plus 15. I feel like that's going to have some bad... Okay. Close the Ambassador Bridge and patrol the default. Let's just let the pitiful isolated beings go where they belong. The Appalachians are ripe for the taking. Most of the small towns and Appalachian militants are still loyal to the old government. However, tensions are brewing, with the population reportedly being split evenly among loyal syndicates and firmsters. Okay. The United Defensive Strike would lead to some inhabitants rallying behind us. It also places to control the choke point, controlling railway traffic into eastern seaboard. Sydney expedition lose 20,000 manpower. What does that mean? What do I get? Okay. Rise of the CSA militias. It looks like I just got extra divisions. Cool. And then the workers of Pennsylvania have arisen to defend their freedom. Oh, Pennsylvania. Nice. Hey, extra divisions. And part of the U.S. Navy joins the CSA. Ships of the little CSA have joined us. Oh, Navy. And the Second American Civil War. The Civil War has begun. Yes, that's correct. Cool. Civil War has begun. Union of Britain equipment arrives. Union of Citizens equipment. What should I get? Oh, they actually gave us equipment. Oh, my... Really? 9,000? Okay. Thank you. Okay. That's awesome. How many divisions do they have? Because they're going to get... Oh, Jesus. They actually have quite a few. We should definitely try and take this as quick as possible. But this area should be pretty much empty, right? Let's give these guys a fleet commander. Capital ship armor. We do have four capital ships. That's good. Let's get probably that one. But then again, naval AA attack. Ooh, Seawolf. And superior tactician for first contact bonuses is really good. Sortie efficiency. Oh, we're going to get High and Rick over. Let's try and secure naval superiority, shall we? Hey, what? Let's actually just put these guys on so we can try and maintain naval superiority in this area. Oh, boy. Union State is still at war as well, which is good. Let's go. Did I not get some extra troops? Or are they repositioning? Okay, good. Good. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Do this thing, man. Gonna just kind of send everybody around this way. And I think it's a good idea that we put a few more troops in that area. We're going to turn on the speed a little bit. Obviously, I wanted to make this a bit of a quicker series, but honestly, I need to be doing this pretty slowly. Alright, let's get over the river. Then Louis is ours. We're just going to try and take every single ounce of territory available to us. Any single unit who is not moving, will be moving now. Oh, this is brilliant. There we go, boys. There we go. Alright, let's go. So we're going to need to take this really carefully. Second American Civil War... Second American Revolution. Focus bypass. Democracy prevails in the Philippines. Okay. Okay, cool. So we have the Combined Syndicates of America individual focus tree. So we have lots of new cool things to do. We've bypassed that, so now we can choose what we want to get. So People's Liberation Army get land doctrine bonus and army experience, build the Army of the Peoples. And I can get support of the militias, which would replace Revolutionary Army with militia-based army. What do we have? We have a Revolutionary Army. So 2% recruit population factor, 10% division recovery rate, but minus 25% division organization and minus 50% planning speed. That's a big problem. That's really, really, really weak. American Civil War is extra national unity, but again, so with 35% national unity reduction. That's really bad. Support the militias would give us extra entrenchment and division defense on core territory. We do not want core territory because we are going to be pushing very aggressively. A well-regulated army would give us... Oh, there we go. Division organization, planning speed, division attack, and research infantry bonuses. That's really good. However, then we could not get elected officials because it requires support militias, which would get... this is, again, core territory. That's really shit. I don't want that at all. Tank unions. Tank unions is... Next bit rolling on, division speed, and armor bonuses, and a gun in every hand, which is infantry equipment production cost, 10%. That's beautiful. However, we can get integrate militias and modify so we get American Red Army, or extra organization, and then extra planning speed and attack and supply consumption. Oh my god, this is just easily better. Wards of Racket, superior firepower doctrine is exactly what I'm doing. Fire the guns for research bonuses, and also division attack and artillery attack. Holy shit. Then just high command for battle plan. Oh, we don't want that. So Revolutionary High Command, planning speed bonus and supply consumption. That's also good. I'll probably still get that one. Lessons of Revolution, which is only when we've won. Rebel Girl, which recruit population factor 5%. That's the rebel girl. That's the rebel girl with the working classes, precious pearl. She brings courage, pride, and joy to the fighting rebel boy. Okay, great. Syndicalist propaganda, unity, and political power, and bonuses. Okay, good. Then definitely want to rush down that route. Air supremacy is not going to happen for a goddamn long time. Naval supremacy is not a concern, but war syndicalism would give us industry bonuses. So we can nationalize and get, lots of factories. However, most of our factories are most likely going to be gained from stealing them. But look at this. State farms, bonuses, inject the union. Here we go. Supply consumption. Militarized economy for more mill factories. And planned economy for efficiency bonus. We can get bourgeoisie. Okay, so these actually also give factories. Consumer goods. Okay. Working women, which requires any of them, so that's fine. Honestly, these seem as good as one another, really, but I guess planned economy is probably better. These bonuses seem pretty static, although this one gives me production's efficiency cap. Okay, so this is efficiency cap and mill factory construction speed. So this is about long-term economy, whereas this one is consumer goods and efficiency cap. Georgism, monthly pop is something nice. Consumer goods, and there's basically just a lot of consumer goods reduction. So that's really good for building more factories, whereas this is really good for having also building more factories, but this gives me more civilian factories. Ooh, wartime economy, nice. I don't want that. I want to convert things. Unions takeover again gives us factories. This gives us production efficiency cap and factory output. This is flat factory output, so it makes use of the factories we already have. More production efficiency, factory output. Basically, it's seem pretty identical, except it's factory output, efficiency cap, or consumer goods. Well, being able to build more factories and having more civilian factories is more long-term, more efficient. Because then I can build civilian factories and use that to build more things. Do I get the same number of factories constructed? No, this is military build-up, this is civ factories. This one allows me to have production of consumer goods to build factories, but then gives me flat mill factories. This one gives me civ, and this gives me mill. Okay. They seem actually very balanced. That's actually pretty good. I like that. I'm probably going to go on the middle route. Production efficiency and factory output is good, but more factories means more diversification and more ability to build more different types of factories. I know I'm doing this quite a long time. I do apologize, guys. And this one, we have to win the war. Read Doctrine, again, we have to win the war. So this would be really, really good for getting some factory bonuses, but we really desperately need to go down this route to try and get more organization. So let's get the People's Liberation Army. Oh, it's only 14 days. Are you actually serious? That's fantastic. All right, let's go. You guys go to Buffalo. You guys go up here. What's wrong? They do actually have air superiority, unfortunately. We don't have planes. We have 9,000 equipment, which is absolutely fantastic. One thing we're going to want to start checking out is we're going to want to start checking out towed artillery, but we don't really have the ability to do that. So we don't need any more equipment. What we need is towed artillery, because we want to start building infantry divisions. That's what we want. We can also check out actually more actual infantry. That will obviously reduce our stored equipment, but I think in the meantime we're going to be okay. If we could capitulate a nation, we could get more as well. We are, of course, a little bit low on tungsten, so I will trade a small amount of that. I do want to be able to actually build my artillery. We're going to try and take this completely manually, because I would like to try and do this efficiently. So we're already going to encircle one division set here. When's he going to arrive? In 3 hours and in 2 days. Okay, so that's gone. That's not super necessary there. Let's go, boys. Let's go. All right, they're starting to bring up troops, but they've had to reposition them, so we're going to be able to grab quite a lot of territory very quickly. We have to cross this massive river, though. I think it's the Mississippi or something like that. Let's attack these guys. Although it's going to cost us equipment and population, this is going to allow us to very quickly start to reposition our troops. Jesus Christ, could you be any slower? We're going to rush into Des Moines as well. How do we not have claims on these guys? What is this? We are at war with the Union State as well, obviously. We don't want to make their war any easier. These guys in Indianapolis. Let's try going to Springfield, because I know there are some factories in this area. Main thing, though, is we want to crush the American economy as fast as possible. Got 8% construction over there, which is great. Let's start getting some more in New York. More mill factories in general. Infrastructure-wise, we're fine, because our supply is not a concern. And we've already encircled one American division. Let's get these guys like this. So we're already going to completely wipe out the actual American country, the area. And we're going to grab the factories in this territory there, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. You guys need to be positioning much faster than this. This is no good. We have way too many troops concentrated here. There's no way we'll be able to win that, so let's just pull back. But taking Norfolk would be very good. People's Liberation Army. Let's get well-regulated army really, really quickly. Because it's going to give us a huge amount of organization and an infantry research bonus, which is going to be beautifully useful. We're going to wait until we completely surround Baltimore and Washington before we actually push directly onto that. We're going to stop these guys from moving because... Well, the problem is I don't really want troops to be on the American Union state to get any territory either, but... Okay, the Americans have actually... No, the Americans. I am America. We're going to want to keep moving our troops up as fast as humanly possible. Get you over here real quick. There we go. So, infantry equipment is going to be hard to come by pretty soon, but the moment we can grab all these tasty factories, like in Nashville, I know there's some civvy factories, and there's also a lot of steel. If we can push down to Nashville and take that steel, that would be ridiculously good. So one thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to move these infantry guys a little bit to the southwest. So let's move these guys like this. We're going to wait until these guys have their supply out of power, so it's going to take a few days, 72 hours for their supply to leave. So on the 29th of March, we will do that. Make sure that we got things going over here. So unfortunately, they do have better support advantage because the commanders go 20%. Yeah, their units are just better, unfortunately. So any territory we grab is going to be the only territory we have for a little while. We're going to want to start putting more troops on this line here. Right here. We're also going to want to start putting troops on this line right there. So let's move one militiaman over there really fast. We're grabbing factories in Buffalo, which is fantastic. We're going to go to Bangor. We have not grabbed Providence, unfortunately. There are no troops here, it seems. So I don't know why I have so many soldiers making positions. Let's just get these guys out here, and then we can join that. Let's get you guys over there. And that's going to be the end of this episode for the start of the war. Obviously, this episode was a little bit slower paced. I am still going to edit this down, so it's going to be a little bit faster. But it is obviously a slower pace. It's not going to be as, you know, zippy as I was doing the last episode because I had to make a lot of movements and plans really very quickly. We're going to get to encircle these guys, which is good. We're going to want to kind of crush down here as fast as possible. And if we could start to take into the American Union state as well, that would be absolutely amazing. What are we missing? We're missing some support equipment. That's not good. What do we have that uses support equipment? Nothing uses support equipment. What? Ah! Oh! Oh! The CSA militia is actually a decent division. Sorry, guys. Whoops. My bad. I'm training the wrong goddamn division. That's what I want. Damn it. That's really good. Okay, good. And there's actually also a People's Liberation Army, which is filled with lots of units. So we'll figure that out next episode. Make sure you leave a like and comment on the video. Let me take it serious so far. I was Algernon, continue to be, and we're taking over the rest of the Northeast and pushing down south as well. Like I said, guys, like and comment and tell me what you think. Bye-bye.